See, I never know when to start speaking on these things anymore because it seems to cut the first few seconds off. I've noticed that when I do this live stream thing from the phone. But good morning, everybody. It's Friday. And they said my favorite two words this week: Saturday's canceled. As in, I don't have to work tomorrow. Yay! Oh, crazy, crazy times we're living in. Uh, but, okay, now I'm dying laughing because I just saw this literally a minute ago. Um, Somebody posted a photo of an article on Twitter. Digital Spy had this big thing of what happened was RTD snapped a picture of himself, as he usually does, with the glasses on the head or whatever at Bad Wolf Studios. And Digital Spy put out an article saying season 13 production begins. And we're like, it's like series 13 is already done in the can and has 2 more episodes left to air. Well, 2 more specials. It's been pretty much confirmed the next special will be on Easter. And, that's going to be Legend of the Sea Devils. But it just makes me die because it's like, doesn't anybody fact check anymore? Doesn't anybody double check these things? Doesn't anybody proofread? I'm not kidding. One of the things I'm crazy about, one of the things that held up a lot of people I know were into the Dr. Freedom and Eric audios. Well, the 2 or 3 of you. And they're like, what's been taking so long on chapter 5? I said, well, for one, we had the COVID thing going on. Like I said, I was stuck home for a couple months. I kind of really drifted into Fallout for a bit. And then when I did go back to look at it, I started rewriting that entire segment over and over and over again until finally I think I hit it right. And because I don't just throw shit out there at random and then, I don't like it when it doesn't pay off in some way. Kind of like, well, it doesn't matter as long as we get to the big cry at the end and the speech. I don't do that stuff. And, oh, man. It's a balmy 20-something degrees out here this morning. But, yeah, it's like, doesn't anybody double check anything anymore? It's like, it's just crazy out there. Yeah, between the madness in the Ukraine and the madness going on out here. Oh, okay. I'm glad somebody likes them. Yeah, I'm working on chapter. Yeah, I've got most of the audio files in now for chapter 5, and then I've even expanded on it a bit. And I've been working on getting that ready. I wanted to get out this weekend, but I know one of the cast members is having some health issues, so I may have to. I don't want to do their lines for them, but I may have to. But then somebody else hasn't handed their lines in. But like I said, life keeps you busy. I don't pay any of these people to do this, so I can't just say do it now or else. Plus, I had a cast member drop out on me unexpectedly. You see, I set up a chat on Facebook so that way I could put lines out for everybody in one area and they knew where they were. And that way, I didn't have to sit there, email that person, message that person to that person. And then all of a sudden, one of the characters also just left the chat. Didn't tell me why, didn't say why they were quitting, didn't say anything, they left the chat. And I love that. It's like you didn't even have the common courtesy, like say, okay, I'm kind of busy right now, I can't do this, They're, like I said, they're in the playlist section of my page. Yeah, like I said, if you listen to Skydark though, please be gentle on it. That was supposed to be not even a half hour. And it was supposed to just be me saying, okay, can I do this? And then next thing you know, it went from a half hour to over 2 hours. And also, I didn't know half as much now, and then, as I, do now about doing the audio editing. So please be kind on that one. A lot of stuff I picked up later. So the audio quality may not be that good. Plus, I literally pulled that one out of my ass. Okay, I'm not kidding. So I do plan on, I'm thinking that if I get done, when I get done with Murder on the Shitanyu, I want to go back and do a new version of the very first one, Skydark. They're going to Skydark, Death Moon. Oh, hey, yeah, Comes the Imperator, What Lies Beneath, and then we're on Murder on the Shitanyu right now. And like I said, that one's been taking too long, and like I said, that was my fault. I kind of screwed up creatively on that one. But like I said, I got most of the cast still together, and I'm going to try to get that out to you. Because Murder on the Shitanyu is going to be kind of like a bit of a crazy one, because we're going to go more into the background of one of the side characters. Plus, there's going to be a little bit of delving into why. It's going to kind of start explaining why. Why is there a bronze Dalek following this guy around? Why is he doing what he tells him to do, and why why has he not just broken out and followed the primary Dalek imperative? And that's going to be explained. Like I said, that's been something I've been meaning to do since the beginning, because you're like, this is just fan fiction, that couldn't possibly happen. I go, actually, it kind of goes back to series 1 episode 6 of the new series, or Dalek. It's kind of explained there, but there's a little bit of a twist and turn to it as to why this relationship has gone on for 16 years between these two characters. I'm referring to Eric the Dalek and Dr. Freedom himself, who's, like I said, the Dr. Freedom's not the same one you're seeing here now. It's a character. I've given that name, but it's kind of like a nickname for what he does. And that gets a bit explained over the course of the series. I hope you'll enjoy like Death Moon. I wrote Death Moon, I think it was not too long after it was that Kill the Moon episode with Capaldi. I just could not stand the fact that the moon turned out to be a big egg. I was like, no, that's not what it is. So I took some things that are true, some things that are made up, and some things are just way out from the far way out there on the other side, and threw them all together. And I think you'll enjoy it. But as I said before, please be kind to everybody. These are not paid performers. Also, I learned more and more about audio editing as I went along. So you'll notice the audio quality is going to get better, as you go through the series, because I learned a lot of tips and tricks. I started learning more and more about what the software I'm using can do. So cleaning up audio, things like that, better editing, through some dramatic music in here every now and then. Little things here and there. Things I've learned from Big Finish also. I'm, listening to them for so long. But okay, enough about that, because I know there's only like one or two of you who are interested in it. Then again, I think we're down to like 10 people who even watch this channel anymore. But like I said, that was kind of my fault too. It's just, I'm not paid to do this. I know there's a lot of people out there like, I do this, I do that. I go, yeah, but the second you sign a contract with somebody, to back your channel, or you take on sponsors, congratulations, you've just made it a job. I've already got a job that occupies, these days anywhere up from, 45 to 54 hours of my week. And it's like, last thing I want is another job. But, this is kind of a hobby for me, and I enjoy doing it. But I love the fact, okay, get back to RTD at Rothlock, because you're all like, God, when's he going to get back to the subject? Yeah, he took, no, not at Rothlock, but he's at Bad Wolf Studios, which is literally a hop, skip, and a jump, in geographic terms, from Rothlock. So it wasn't a huge move. It's literally same city, different, just a couple miles down the road, so to speak. And everyone's making a big deal out of this, just like they did of that picture of, Waycoat with the Santa hat in the background. We're getting Christmas specials back. I hope so. But guys, he's been at work on this next series, like pre-production, all that, and writing, for at least a couple months. It's not his first time there, I don't think. Unless he's been doing a lot of his work from home. See, this is the kind of stuff they throw out there to kind of take you off, and make you think, oh, it's his first day at Bad Wolf. No, it ain't. We're still auditioning for the 14th Doctor. Yeah, you're still auditioning for the 14th Doctor when you're already letting it slip out there that you're going to start filming probably in April. Not to mention they've been looking for positions on an upcoming drama production for April. And it's like a returning BBC drama. Let me see. What else films in the spring? Oh, well. So it's like that's what happens. So they're kind of taking you off in another direction, you see. So yeah, if you go into the playlist section of this page, I just want to mention it one more time. You're going to see the audio adventures of Dr. Freedom and Eric. And there's the different stories. It starts with Skydark, like I said, goes into Death Moon. Then there's Comes the Imperator. And then there's What Lies Beneath. And then there's, the one we're on now, which is Murder on the Shitanya. I've already keep vowing to myself that next time I'm just going to sit down and write the entire script in its entirety all at once, and then go back, revamp it 50 times, and then finally hand out the lines a bit. I just never seem to do it. For some reason, the story seems to flow for me better when I do it a chapter at a time. I'll do the basic outline. I know where the end is. I just feel more comfortable doing it that way. Well, folks, I got to get going because I literally have less than 2 minutes. But it's just, I wanted to mention something also. We have an RTD situation at Bad Wolf. RTD situation at Bad Wolf. Sounds like a military code, doesn't it? Well, I'm not sure. I've never dealt with Spotify or any of the other things. I was thinking about maybe sending them over to another, putting them out there. But like I said, I just don't know how to do that crap. As computer savvy as I am, like I said, I pretty much am a YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter guy, and that's pretty much it. I just never mess with the other stuff. Well, folks, I have less than a minute, and then it's my normal run-in time. So I want you to take care of yourselves out there. Be careful, be kind, be safe. Look out for one another. Think of those folks over there in Ukraine, and hopefully we can, figure some way out of this without going into Armageddon. So please, have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. And I'll hopefully see you all in the future.